welcome to my first ever Speedville video. After playing The Sims for most of my life and being a big fan of Sims YouTube content, I have finally decided to do my own after years of thinking about it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm having fun so far, learning a lot. But yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like I do this loads and we'll start talking about the build, because look at me go, I'm going for it. I'll be honest, full disclosure, this is a build I have done numerous times, but at numerous sizes. I don't normally do it this small, which presents a lot of challenges, but I wanted to give myself a sort of small build to begin with, and as you can see, this is a pretty damn long video anyway. So yeah, basically the inspiration for this is it's kind of Scandi, to use that term offensively, I suppose. It's a modern barn. It's a tiny modern barn. I wouldn't call it a conversion. I use the term barn in terms of the aesthetic and the shape. The basic shape is a barn, and then it has these sort of cutouts. I'm just you can Google if you put in sort of black modern barn, you'll eventually find something that looks quite like this. I'm just obsessed with this sort of cutout effect that you can see at the front here, with the light wood, the internal light wood exposed, and that sort of dark, I guess it would be like larch or something is the kind of wood it would be on the outside. If I ever have any kind of money, this is the kind of house I would want to build. It's a single occupancy house. I can't remember if I cut it out or not. I think I cut it out, but I did try and fit a double bed in. Yeah, sacrifice space in the bedroom for architectural awesomeness. I feel like in real life you would be able to do this kind of build at a very similar size. Also, I'm sorry about that roof texture there. I don't know how I didn't see it, but I do fix it eventually, but just try and ignore it like I did for a while. Oh my gosh, this thing's moving fast. I have so much to talk about. Yeah, so it's just a one bed, single person. You could probably squeeze a second bed in if you needed to. I have a study space that I add towards the very end of the build. That could probably take another bed, or if you didn't care so much about those sort of like that side cutout balcony thing there that you can sort of see that I'm obsessed with. If you don't care so much about it, you can just pull the bedroom out a bit. You probably squeeze a double in there. But yeah, it's the kind of thing where I feel like in real life, with real life scale, you could make it work. I'm using I didn't limit myself in terms of packs because it's a dream build, but I am using custom content, and I don't think I use anything other than House of Harlix, because Harry and Felix are, I mean, the main reason I'm still playing the game, to be honest, and the only reason I have sort of any confidence in thinking that this is something someone might want to watch. I just think their stuff it's so good. It's enough in the same style and aesthetic of the base game that it just fits in so seamlessly, which a lot of CC just doesn't. Like, the stuff I'm talking about, if stuff that has just like way too realistic textures and it doesn't fit with the slightly chunky cartoony style that the Sims have, Harry and Felix they've got that down, and yeah, I'm obsessed with their stuff. So you can see I'm using a lot of organic. I'm using the organic windows. which is ironic because I still haven't bought Country Living, which would have probably come in handy for this build, but that has to wait for payday, which is it's tomorrow actually. But yeah, I think I will be investing in it. I've wanted it for some time. I couldn't get it last month because that was Christmas and I had to spend my money on other people. Oh yeah, that's me being like, why can I not eyedrop the bloody foundation? Yeah, so like I say, this is a build I have done a number of times, usually probably about twice the size of this. You do it twice the scale, it's really magnificent, but it makes for a really cozy. See, how did I not notice the roof texture at this point? It's just super focused, I suppose. Thank you for watching this, if you're watching this and you're still watching it. I spend a lot of my free time watching Sims builds, speed builds on YouTube. I find it really relaxing. So for a few years I've been considering doing my own, and I was sort of thinking about the what kind of format I would do. Oh yeah, here's me playing with ladders. I'm so glad we have ladders. In the real world, this would definitely be a spiral staircase. I think it's really hilarious that we got ladders before we got spiral staircases, but whatever, I'll take it. And then I realized that the ladder's in the middle of the room and I have to move it. Yeah, there we go. I do add stairs to the exterior later. When I playtest, I realize just how slow climbing ladders is. Just for, you know, fire safety, I had a exterior sort of fire escape stair. Yeah, so what to say here? I'm on the we're decorating, we're in. I leave my landscaping till last. That's generally how I work. I know I watch a lot of people when they do it first. I don't particularly enjoy it. I find it a bit of a chore. So I left it till last. Oh yeah, it's me being like, oh yeah, this could be a starter home, and then I immediately blow all my money on on Harry's cooker from I think it's from Kitchen, oh no, it's from the New York townhouse. What the hell are they called? You know what I'm talking about. I'll put it in the description. If you don't use CC, I feel bad for you, Sam. It's scary if you've never modded. I was my friend at work. We all play at Skyrim, a lot of Skyrim where I work, and my Skyrim is heavily modded. And my friend, she was apprehensive about modding it. And I remember being apprehensive about mods. You hear a lot of horror stories, but don't be afraid, especially when it comes to Harry and Felix's stuff. So simple. Obviously, if you're on console, I'm sorry, go play Skyrim. You can mod that on console. I haven't played The Sims on console. I would be interested to see what the effect would be. I realized doing this build that there are some custom content packs that do talking about that door in that bathroom. I'm clearly just using all the, wow, maybe I made this way too fast in the edit. I can hardly keep up. We're onto the bedroom already, but it is a small house. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like with that door in the bathroom, and also with these big windows, the black ones, I have some custom content. I can't remember who it's by. I'm not sure I have it anymore. Where it might be Peacemaker, where the windows are different colors inside and out, and that I really could have done with that in this build. So if by some miracle Harry or Felix ever see this, first of all, you're amazing. I love you. You're two of my favorite people. But also maybe that. I don't know though. It's difficult. I have mixed feelings about it. You know the mixed swatches where they're one color outside and one color inside. I mean, really, we just need like the whole color system overhauling in this game. Like, just give me a color wheel. Why is that so hard? I feel the same way about a lot of games. I'm like, I'm a creative person. I need customization options. Anyway, let's talk about the bedroom. It's super cozy, as you can see. I play around with the storage. This is, my friend Chris would have a heart attack. He absolutely hates shelves above beds because he says they're a health and safety nightmare. I have 2 shelves above my bed at home. He thought it was just a design flex that no one in reality would be stupid enough to do until we lived together and he discovered that I do it. I go even further with this room. It gets even more shelves above the bed. Nothing's ever fallen on me. Sometimes the plants will drip if I've just watered them, but yeah. This is where I go, I'm gonna have to use some tiny living stuff because this is a really small house. You could probably fit a Murphy bed in that sort of alcove. I don't know if the Sims would be able to get into it with it recessed like that. They're pretty good, actually, animation-wise, dealing with tight spaces. I would know. I build a lot of small houses. It's pretty rare that I'll do like a big floor plan. I mean, I'm British and all our houses are tiny, and most of the time I'm basing stuff on those, or fantasizing about stuff I would build if I had the money. Yeah, it's pretty rare that I'll do something huge. I feel like the actual scale of the game is just not hooked up for British houses. The grid itself is just slightly too big or too small. I'm just chatting. I'm chatting game specific stuff that no one cares about. I will say I love that base game lamp, that hanging lamp. I think my parents had one when I was like really small when we lived in London, and it just get really warm nostalgic vibes from it. It has a lovely warm light, and I use it all the time. Yeah, so here we are, a little bit decorating. I'd also like to say thank you to Harry and Felix for their excellent book decorations. The game was severely lacking in book decorations. As someone who, the majority of my possessions are books. I don't own a lot of stuff, just mainly books and clothes, my guitar, my computer, and my Xbox. But mostly books. And so building in The Sims, trying to do books was really annoying until I got my hands on the House of Harlix books, which are from, I think most the best ones are from the living room. So we're into the living room, and this is where I truly commit to the little alcove vibe, and you'll sort of realize the only door in the house is to the bathroom, which is actually, I'm just realizing it's exactly the same as the house I live in at the moment. But I do end up making every room into this kind of nook thing, and it just made everything so cozy, and it really reminded me of staying with my friend in Norway. This wasn't anything like her house, but it was in terms of vibe and furnishing, but architecturally it was nothing like this. But yeah, there's just something really cozy about it that fits with it. Also, I made either the blessing or the happy accident or mistake of this is a new save file for the purpose of recording videos, and I started it in spring, which I thought, it's a whole new me. We're in spring now in the real world, and and then I come to do the landscaping, and I realize that all the plants are dead. So I got a mod and I got some cheats and I changed the season to winter for the sort of intro clips. That was a ball ache, I'll tell you that. Oh my god, trying to film like architectural shots in The Sims, what a nightmare. But then at the end of the video, I also changed it to summer to see how the garden looks, and because I basically I feel like doing landscaping is a lot like painting, and I was basically painting in black and white because all the plants were dead, but I felt like I knew the Sims plants well enough to give it a go. What am I doing? I'm doing the bin store. This is a bin store. I apologize, there's no internal bin. It's the kind of thing where in my head, if it were a real build, it would be in a cupboard. But the house is so small, it doesn't take very long to walk outside to the main bin. Again, kind of similar to the house I live in now in that respect. Oh yeah, this is me being like, oh yeah, this amazing tiny traveler's chest is perfect, and then I see it on the outside and I'm like, oh no, it's not. So again, if Harry or Felix see this by some miracle, can I have a narrow version, like a shallow version? Yeah, I go for blue on that, and watching it back in the edit, I was like, I should have left it as red on the hanging coat. I love that hanging coat and hat. Every time it makes me think of Madeline. If you ever saw that, yeah, just a few clutter items. I have to apologize. There is a slight lack of personality in this build, and that's because this is my first time ever recording myself building, and so I was sort of having a panic attack the whole time. It took me about this first leg took me about 2 hours to do this build, sort of up to this point that we're at now, actually maybe with the landscaping as well. And it's a very neutral build, which is actually kind of unusual for me. If I'm just playing and I'm building for myself, things usually have a lot more character. You can see I've changed the roof tiles to solar panels. That's a gameplay choice. I changed them back because I think that the black metal sheeting look is it's so good. That's my favorite roof swatch, the black metal sheeting. You could stick some solar panels in there if you want to play with it. I'm gonna put it on the gallery. I just had to delete. I had a load of stuff on the gallery, but it's like all really old. Like I said, like I've been playing the game forever and I've been wanting to do this forever, but for the longest time I didn't have a computer good enough, and I have to apologize for some of the frame rate drops in the video, that I still don't really have a computer good enough to be doing this. But yeah, the one I had before was really old, and I was like stuck with like Sims Legacy Edition, which is painful. Like when everyone got the update where you could place windows wherever you wanted, I was just like watching YouTube, like unable to join in, just like absolutely forlorn. This is me playing with the pond tool for the first time because I don't really use it, but I felt like this is the smallest lot in Newcrest, by the way. It's like the first lot I feel like you're supposed to use. And I still had trouble filling it. This again, American sizing. It's like, if this kind of lot existed in Britain, they'd have stuck like 50 flats on it for real. But yeah, this is me playing with the pond tool, and I have to say, those lilies, that log, I love it. I think it's excellent. But yeah, as you can see, all the plants are dead. So at this point, I've realized my mistake. And while I am quite enjoying the monochrome vibe, I'm thinking, oh, damn, I'm going to have to work out how to change the season somehow without just playing the game on fast forward for however long it takes to get to summer. Yeah. See, I say I hate landscaping, but I actually had quite a nice time with this. I find it easy, I don't find it difficult. It's quite cool, but it's definitely a different, uses a different part of your brain to building. And sometimes I'm not in the mood to use that part of my brain, and it's just a little bit of a chore. I hope you stick around to the summer screen grabs at the end, or just skip forward if you want, because it looks so good. Like, I thought I'd done a good job. I used a lot of the lavender bushes and the granite fall shrub because I really like that purple lilac flowering look. And but ooh, yeah, it's lovely. Also, those animated dragonflies. Oh yeah, so this is, at this point I've had a little walk around and play tested the build, and I've realized just how slow the ladder is, and I'm like, actually, there's absolutely no reason to not have a exterior stair. And I thought it would look good, and yeah, it looks really good. This was last night. I woke up this morning and continued building. I think I recorded most of it, but yeah, I do extend the balcony just all the way across. I go, as we've gone this far, we may as well. So yeah, so that it looks better. It's fine. So I thought, dark and damp ferns. Yeah, I really love that stone, those round stone paving stones. They look really great. I really struggle with garden paths. I feel like the landscaping paintbrush is really good, but but similar to the like Harry and Felix being really good at matching the style of the game, I kind of feel like the style of the landscape painting doesn't 100% match the rest of the styles. And but combining it with these objects really helps. I sped the placement video up. Me placing all those rocks, I sped that up like 500%. And I was like, no one needs to go through what I just went through doing this. Here I'm like, let's get these lights in to help the glamour shots. At this point, I've already started editing the video, and I've come back into the build to make life easier for myself. I thought, I'll put this here, and then he might come out and use it. And he did. And he's wearing a horrible base game fitness outfit that I didn't put him in. But oh yeah, this is where I woke up, and the first thing I thought this morning was I haven't got a study in the house. So I end up extending. If you wanted to add a second bedroom, this is where you could do it. I feel like just adding this bigger landing made it a much more versatile space. Here I agonize about pillars and roofs for ages. I cut a lot of it out. Also, it's so annoying, that clipping effect on the glass roof in the snow. I don't know. I am using the organic glass roof, so I don't know if I should be pointing the finger at Harry and Felix for that one. I have a feeling it's just a Sims problem, to be honest. I could have tried changing it, but that's the roof. That's the glass roof I want. The base game one is too flimsy. Can we just say, I use half walls a lot, and I really hate how often you have to repaint them. You make one little change and they just throw an absolute tantrum. Yeah, cozy, love it. Here, I'm about to do the little study. It's really simple. It's just a little bit of tiny living desk. Yeah, I just I don't know. I really like the interior. I'm wondering if I haven't shown off enough of it. You'll just have to download it and have a look for yourself, because I just find it really cozy, but it's quite hard to convey in when you're recording, because the space is so tight, and using the sort of wide angle option when you're recording, the camera option really warps things into what they're not like. Anyway, it's really cozy. I had a nice time in each room as I was building it, and I just sort of felt like, I kept thinking, These are the kind of spaces where you'd like be in love. Isn't that adorable? I don't know, there's just something really hygge, you know hygge, that like Scandinavian cozy thing. That's the vibe I get from it. I mean, it also helped that I was doing the build while it was snowy outside, so that helped for sure. But yeah, boy does it look gorgeous in summer as well. It's a house for all seasons. Here I am assessing the damage. What have I done? Oh yeah, this is a cute last minute addition from this morning, I guess. I go looking for something and then I'm like, why am I looking for something? I'll just build it. And I built this little, it's kind of like a gazebo. It's a sort of square gazebo thing. And actually, when I was on the train to work, having had to leave this behind, I suddenly thought, oh, you could fit a hot tub in there. I haven't done it, but you could definitely stick a hot tub here. Although next to the pond may be a bit weird. I don't know. Next time. We'll have a hot tub next time. But yeah, I just thought it was really cute, and I really like this kind of, I don't know what to call it. These little outhouse things attached to part of the fencing that give the whole lot this sort of exclusive villa feeling. Actually kind of like Chinese, like medieval Chinese villa. It makes me think of the sort of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where, you know, the house is like one big walled lot, and you have like the shrine, and you have the main house, and you have so and so. It's kind of what it makes me think of, and I really like it. What's happening here? This is a bit of bad editing. Oh, we're into I've run out of edited footage to talk over. Anyway, so that went so much faster than I thought it was. I had so much to say, and I don't know if I got through it. Oh, there's me finding a dirty bowl and hiding it in the bin. Yeah, well, thank you so much. This went by like a flash. Like, who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? I'm just having a look around in the game, seeing what's up. Yeah, if you like it, you can find it on the gallery. I'm Simomancy, and yeah, that's my sim. That's my sim self right there. I haven't fully done all his outfits, but I'm not mad about this pajama look, to be honest. Thanks so much. If you stuck with me this whole half hour, I hope you're having a lovely time, a lovely life. And if you're not, tomorrow's a new day. And stay tuned for some sexy summer clips. Oh, raunchy.